Keith. I'm going to give you a quick 5 to 6 minute demonstration of MindTap and what it would look like for your students. Right now we are in the unit view. There's different views that you can actually set MindTap up in. Here's a week view, unit view. Obviously there's no assignment set up just yet. And also anything within the learning path can actually be hidden from your students. MindTap also can be integrated into Canvas, so that's another option for you so that you can use all the assets that are in MindTap and kind of organize it in your course any way you want. Now, if you chose not to do that, anything within MindTap, for example, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, can be changed. You can have it week 1, week 2, week 3. You can hide it. You can organize the book any way you want. So if you feel like Chapter 1 should go before Chapter or should go after Chapter 4, you can change that. You can hide chapters, and you can also embed assignments within the textbook, so to make sure that your students are actually reading it. And the great thing about MindTap is within these MindTap and the modules, let's say if you had a module, there are activities in the modules. So what it really does, first of all, it goes from a very general overview, so it gives you a preview of all the objectives, and it has your reading assignment, and it gives you a little video right here. It says visualize order of operations, so it's giving you a little video. It has a lab, a study, and apply. And I know you also wanted to add the software with that as well, and I sent you some pricing information on that with the MindTap bundled with that. And I'm waiting to get, if you're not interested in the MindTap, I'm waiting for the product team to send me the pricing for the bundle with the ebook associated with that software. So I will get that out as soon as I receive it. So anyway, here is your MindTap again, the very general view. I'm going to click on the reading real quick for you so you can kind of see what the reading looks like. The great thing about MindTap and what I really enjoy about MindTap is I'm going to make the screen a little larger here so students have the ability to do that. Navigation is very easy, and also you can actually have the students can have the book read to you. So that's a really good benefit. So if they want to figure out, okay, well, you can make it faster or slower, and so it can actually read to the student. If any word on this page, which in programming, logic, and design, I'm sure there are words that your students are unfamiliar with. And if they don't understand the word behind what they're reading, and they don't know how to pronounce it, they're really going to lack the content and understand the materials effectively. So I'm going to give you an example. So if I was going to go over just any word on the page, let's say language, which is a pretty simple word, I can just click on this word and click on it and have it read to you. And 1 second here. So right here you can see I can pick any word on the screen and computer and have it looked up in the dictionary. So pull it up in the dictionary to the right. Close that, tell me what computer means. And I can also have it read to me. So any word on this page, you can have it read to the student. So I'm going to have it read to me.
Computer.
If I want the whole screen read to me, I can read.
Understanding programming environments. When you plan the logic for a computer program, you can...
So you can make it go faster or slower as you wish. You can also, in the body of in the ebook, you can edit. Like I said, you can add test quizzes. You can even add video content. So if you wanted something specific, you can add an RSS feed. You can add your own content on here, and to really make the book interactive and engaging. And again, this can all be incorporated into your learning path, so it's very helpful. So I'm going to close out the book, and I'm going to kind of go into some of the labs so that you can kind of see how this may work for you in your class. So again, preview of what will be discussed in the chapter. Then you have the reading assignments, and see there's a visual here. We'll go through the visual.
Mathematical order of operations for expressions. In this segment, we are going to explore the mathematical order of operations for expressions. We will look at which operation to perform first and answer the question, does it matter? The order we perform operations does matter, and the answers can be different depending on where we begin and what we do first. Where do we begin? Which operation comes first? They're all lining up yelling, "Me first!"
So
These are rules that tell us what operation.
You're getting it, the students get a little quick video on how to do something. Then there's a little lab in here. Now this lab wouldn't obviously replace the software that you bought, or some of our other labs are not quite as in depth, but I'm going to click on one of these coding assignments here so you can kind of take a look at what a student might see. So I'm going to start assignment. And it's loading files. And right here, let's see, hello, I'm Cody, he can talk to you, get started, hello. So over here is your assignment, so you can run the code, you can test the code, it's very virtual, so I'm going to just run this code. I found 3 errors, click here for details. So anyway, so this is an example of what your students might see. Obviously I didn't do anything here, so I'm not really even sure. I'm not a programmer, so I'm not even sure what I'm doing. So, but this is a good idea for you to see. So I'm going to go ahead and also click on one other lab so you can kind of get a feel for what that would look like. Start assignment, complete all tasks, and submit your work. And it's loading. Again, it's just it gives you the code, you run the code, and then you would submit your work. So, it's pretty interactive for your students. So I'm going to scroll down here. And here we have study. So now you want to reinforce, so you practice over here, did the lab assignments. You want to review it, you want to reinforce it, and you want to practice a little crossword quiz here. Let's look at a little review. And it's got a little PowerPoint discussing. Sometimes we'll have videos in the review. It just really depends on what's in the assignment. So you can see how this operates here. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to scroll down, and at the very end you have applying. So here we go, applying debugging exercise. So now you can use this as a homework assignment. So you can download this. Here is a zip file that you provide. Practice assignment there, and then you have your test. So you can kind of look at the unit test. So you're free to kind of put this on your bookshelf. Let me know if you'd like me to put this on your bookshelf as well, so that you can kind of take a look at, what is available in the assignments here. And so I'm just going to go over a few more things. So right here we have an engagement tracker, and you can actually see, I don't have any students in this class, but I'll just kind of go here and review the report. You can see where students, what they're accessing in your class. So we got a brief overview of the activities that your students are in. You can see what their grades are. You can see the analytics, how much time they're spending in the course here. And you can use this based on time in course, activities access, and you can see how much time people are spending and who is actually getting into the class. This is good for accreditation purposes as well, so that you're able to track how long people are in their class. And also, days that maybe school's canceled, you're able to actually assign assignments to your students, and make sure that they are meeting all the accreditation requirements and time on task, and that they're spending X amount of time in the course, reading and doing everything that they need to do in class. So I'm going to close out of this, go back into MindTap, and also one other thing I forgot to mention is within the book, students are able to take notes and highlight and things like that, and it will go into their study hub. So any highlights and notes right here. They can also create their own study guide, and let's see, test 1 here, and they can select a unit. So let's say they select this unit. They can select all the different things. So if they have shared notes, you as the instructor can share notes with your students so that they have all the key things to get ready for their class. I'm going to add this, and I'm going to create a study guide. And this study guide can be printed out. So I went over a little over the 5 to 6 minutes, but I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview. Like I said, I'm waiting to see about the VitalSource ebook bundled with the software. Just let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot.